So I have like really, really bad news and really, really good news. Okay, so I'm super nervous. Today is either going to be a really good day or a pretty bad day. So a couple months ago, you guys know that I unboxed a mature male and I gave him to Wednesday, my Gandana minnow species Echinata velvet spider, one of my favorite spiders in my entire collection ever. About a month after I paired her, she made an egg sac, which I posted a video about, and it's been a little bit over a month since then, and unfortunately nothing has emerged. If anything, she's kind of decorated the egg sac to almost look like a part of the webbing that was already there, and it's starting to make me feel like I've been gaslit into a sac that actually doesn't exist. I saw the sac. You guys saw the egg sac. So many people saw the egg sac, but I'm just sitting here like, does it really exist? Why are there no babies? For true spiders, they typically, you know, produce much faster than tarantulas. So it's just kind of like, by now, I feel like there should be something. And if there is something, now would be the time to pull it. So that's essentially what we're going to do. The reason why I've kind of put it off a little bit extra is because, one, I want to make sure that, you know, whatever is inside is ready to, you know, get pulled. But also I am going to have to basically destroy her enclosure in the process of retrieving this egg sac that I guess might not even exist. I don't know. I feel bad. I hate like messing with her webbing and her enclosure, and she's just so comfy in there. So that really stinks. But we gotta know. We have to know. So I guess let's get right into it. All right, so I have pulled this out as carefully as possible, and guess what I found? For the longest time, we did not know what happened to the male, but here he is. It actually doesn't look like she ate him. I think he'd be like more shriveled and like look more like, I don't know. So maybe she didn't eat him. I don't really know, but she is under this leaf down here, and the egg sac should be not far from her. So I'm doing the best I can, but I know she is not happy. Hi, Winnie. Is this an egg sac that you're on? Okay, I believe that this is the egg sac right there. And she is right above it. See, this does look like an egg sac, doesn't it? I don't know. Oh, I don't know now. It looks kind of flat. Like I would expect it to be bigger. She doesn't look thrilled about this at all. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Okay, so this definitely looks like an egg sac. Like that is for sure an egg sac, but I'm guessing it didn't progress. The only way to know for sure is to completely remove it. So I mean, we've gone this far. Do you guys think there's something in there or not? I guess like moment of truth. Let's see what is in here or what isn't in here. Doesn't look like anything progressed. Like they should definitely have emerged around now. So like the fact that it looks just like eggs to me is pretty, yeah. It looks like dried eggs. See? Well, there we have it. The pairing worked. She did lay an egg sac, but unfortunately it is not a good egg sac. It didn't progress. Really no reason why it wouldn't. Like there's nothing you can really do to, I don't know. I don't know. It's so disappointing. Like we got so far, you know, but Oh my God, there are some alive. Oh my God, you guys, some of them are alive. What? Oh my God, what a plot twist. How good these are, I don't know, but we have some babies. Half the egg sack's bad. It looks like we had some bad molts from these guys, but it looks like getting them out is gonna give them the best chance of surviving. Oh my God. Dude, it's such a good thing we freaking pulled this. I don't know if they could get out. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, give me like a minute to like collect myself and these guys, and then we'll talk more. All right, so the more I look at these guys, the more I'm like, man, a lot of them look pretty suspicious, like they're not like going to make it. They've all had bad molts, and I'm gonna guess it has to do with the fact that, oh my God, like look at that. I'm gonna guess that it has to do with the fact that a lot of these eggs didn't progress, and honestly I don't know why some did and some didn't. Like a lot of the eggs are stuck to the good ones. I'm guessing if I didn't pull it, none would even be alive at all.
Hello.
Hi, is this okay to record for the video? They can't see you. They can't see you.
As long as they can't see me, I wasn't prepared for that.
They can't, it's okay. So I have like really, really bad news and really, really good news, if that makes sense. So I found the male. He was not eaten. He was just dead in her little hammock. There is an egg sac. It does exist. And I opened it, and like 75% of it is just dried eggs that never progressed. And then the rest are deformed, mostly babies, and I don't know how they're gonna do long term, but yeah, it's really weird that anything progressed at all, considering it's literally a mix of like eggs.
Whoa.
It's really weird. I've never like heard of this happening, so I'll show you because I can probably.
They're deformed.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll lay another one, and then by the grace of some mutant god, those little guys molt and they're magic.
I know, I'm really hoping, like, it seems like there's like 10 that are alive. So if that's the case, then, you know, once they molt and if they're like okay, then I'll send you like 5. But like, if they are mutant, I don't know.
Let the little mutant Ninja Turtles just
The little mutant ones that are crawling around are on an adventure. It seems like they're happy to be free. So here we are. It's been about 3 days since I opened the egg sac, and finally I have an update for you guys. And if you can't tell, it's a pretty positive one. So let me show you the babies. There's 10 in there. I did lose a few initially the very first day, but as you saw, a lot of them were just kind of like not developing right, or they were like kind of mutant, or they just had molted weird. So I did expect, you know, obviously losses, and at this point I still kind of feel like there probably will be more, but I'm really going to try to be optimistic here. We've got some babies, and even just one I'm really happy to have, but the fact that there's 10 so far that seem to be hanging on is really making me feel more optimistic. So I've been keeping them in this. It's not necessarily like the best looking contraption, but it was just kind of what I had on hand. Now, if you know velvet spiders, they need to be kept like bone dry, and they get all of their hydration from food. But at this stage, these cannot eat yet. So, or maybe they can, but now I'm not sure. I haven't looked at them since yesterday, but technically they're just really not eating yet. And so they're not really getting hydration. Paper towel technically can dry them out. So what I've been doing is taking a mister and just misting above it, like a couple feet above it. And so no water drops like get in there, but there's just like a very fine like mist in the air that I'm hoping is helping them with molting and stuff like that. So here is what or who we have left. So as you see, we have some that just are kind of freshly molting. And then there's just still some in the sack. And then these guys look like they're doing really, really well, these two. Now, that's not all, of course. There's another. Some of them are wandering, as you can see. And then there's another one here on the bottom. Here's one baby. She looks good. Here's 2 more. They both look pretty good. And then there's like an egg right there, which is no good, of course. But yeah, What are you doing? Are you eating something? What are you doing? But yeah, even this one that was like molts behind looks like it's developing and molting. So, you know, I do feel a little bit more optimistic that we will come out with some babies. Probably definitely not as many as we had hoped, but you know, I consider one a win. And, you know, Velvety Green, I'm sure she would be happy just to get like, you know, 2 or 3 even as well. These are communal, so in a perfect world, we'd each get like 5 and be able to split them into 2 communals. So I'm going to continue to house them in this for now and just keep up with the way I've been like misting them, more like misting next to them. And then eventually I'm going to offer a cricket leg. I did put a cricket leg in there a couple days ago to see if anybody tried to eat it, and they didn't try to scavenge, but I think I'm gonna do that again soon since a lot of them have molted already, and you know, see if they start eating. And once they do start eating, I am going to be putting all of them in a vial together with just dry moss, which is how I house the babies of the species. This is a Gandana minnow species echinata. I do have a Gandana minnow sling though that I've been keeping for a long time. And you're gonna laugh at me because I said I've been keeping this one a long time, but this is the one that I've had for quite a while, and we are still super small. Yeah. So yeah, that is my update for now. I'm feeling much more positive about the whole thing, and I'm hoping that Wednesday will give us another egg sac. I think we're going to be rehousing her here probably within the next couple videos because I did kind of wreck her enclosure to retrieve this one. I'd like to investigate a little bit further and see if there's any more egg sacs and, you know, just completely rehouse her to a new tarantula cribs. I think I'm gonna do the canopy cube so I can just remove the top, but yeah, so that is the plan. I'll keep you guys updated as best I can. Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not, and you want to be. Don't forget I have an Instagram to use probably way too much. It's at Tarantula.cat. You can go follow me there. I also have a Patreon podcast and a Teespring. By the way, Tom Patterson, you owe me a trophy for the first U.S. Gandana minnow species sac in the U.S., so I better be seeing that soon because I beat you. Let's get into the Patreon pet pics.